Well, Channing Frye has always been a great perimeter shooter, but where he's really improved is with his inside game. Teams like to switch guards on him, but when they do, he can now finish inside over that smaller player. That's what makes him a versatile offensive threat.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. And when you talk about teams going small on a stretch, big man like Frye, what's the advantage?
Well, the defense then can switch on the pick and pop and deny him easy looks. That's the first advantage. But, you know, his ability to take a smaller player inside means you have to guard him with the bigger player. So it's a pick your poison.
Here is Lillard. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Harris is checked in for the Magic. And Portland with the change here too. Robin Lopez is checked in for Thomas Robinson. Inside, here's Lillard. Second chance shot. And Lopez with the nice bucket inside. Lopez has got 8 points.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Frye. Lopez with the steal. Wide open look. And it comes off the front of the rim. A tight game here in Orlando. All going up court. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
The offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layups. Earn it from the line.
Evan Fournier out of France struggled with his shot early last season, but he rallied somewhat down the stretch. Still very young with an impressive skill set. He's definitely a player to watch.
And so Fournier nails both of them. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. Just 5 on the clock. Fires, high post. The second effort, Lopez battles through traffic and lays it in. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Out to Harris. Pass to Mr. Fundamentals. The feed to Frye. Sinks that one from the post. And the Magic lead by 3. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Lillard dishes to Lopez.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Lopez. 10 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's made some heads-up plays, Clark. He's done a really nice job defensively.
The Magic making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in, so he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They've been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
Clearly, and they've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it here in the second quarter.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Frye. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. Aldridge is covering. Kicks it to Frye. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
For Orlando, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Free throw, good from Frye.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Lillard attacking. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
I'll tell you what, wandering aimlessly out of bounds like that might earn him a ticket to the bench.
Vucevic checked in for Channing Frye. Chris Kaman is checked in for Portland.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Wright missing. Magic leading by 3. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Vucevic, and that one's good. Vucevic has got 22 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
McCollum with the screen for Wright. Lock at 6. Here's Lillard. That one wide left.
And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Here's Mr. Fundamentals, covered by Lillard. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Vucevic. There's the bucket. Good. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Just physical play in the paint. Dominate.
Fellas, he just is struggling to get anything going. Right now, his shooting percentage in the quarter, 20%.
And stolen by Lillard. And now Lillard running the floor all by himself.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Yeah, it's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
There's the dish to Vucevic, and it's Orlando with another.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And Lillard kicks to Lopez. He dishes it to Wright. Keenan sets a screen for Wright, and the call is going to be... Yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Too many turnovers.
It's all tied in Orlando. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Nick, how well do you think this team is executing both the offensive and defensive strategy?
I think mainly on offense, we're finding open looks and we're knocking them down. So just got to keep doing that. I think on defense, and then we're doing a pretty good job. But I think we've been playing pretty well so far.
Not a bad job at all, Nick. We appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there. First things first,
Underway, and it's been a close one so far. Nice game, great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
And what was most impressive was that his decision-making and shot-taking was very disciplined and efficient. Really an excellent half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he's taking only what the defense has given him, and he's not trying to do too much. I love the flow and rhythm he's playing with here.
On the court for the Trailblazers, Batum and Aldridge are the power tandem. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
And Vucevic throws it down.
Going back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
On the wing, Batum off the screen, and the shot is long.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Oladipo misses. The Trailblazers shooting here about 46% for the game. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Terry Stotts led the Blazers to the second round last season, and he's now in his 3rd year with the team. He spent a couple of seasons as head coach in Atlanta and Milwaukee, but this is his longest stint and the best talent he's ever had. As Stotts said, you never know if you're going to get another chance. Guys, he's certainly making the most of it.
Doing a great job. Thanks, Doris. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
You know, their percentages dropped off just a little bit compared to last year, guys, but it's not a huge drop-off, so no major concern.
Aldridge can do so many things on a basketball floor. It shouldn't really come as a surprise when he switches his style up. Last year, I thought he played a lot more with his back to the basket.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Vucevic, and he gets it to go. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Outside, Batum. Out left to the wing. Clock at 4. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Batum's got his second bucket tonight. And to add what you said about Aldridge, the years before his last season, he tended to face up to the basket and Clark shoot over people, which was fine as he was so gifted at.
But I think with the change to the Blazers' offensive schemes and just the way the team wanted to approach the season, they needed more of a back-to-the-basket guy, and Aldridge was as dominant as ever stepping into that role, in addition to still being able to knock down that face-up jumper. Vucevic is really a very capable mid-range jump shooter, but his post repertoire is still a work in progress, very much so. With his size and touch, you'd really like to see him develop that back-to-the-basket game.
You guys were talking about Vucevic developing inside. Steve, there's also some work to do defensively.
Yeah, still a bit foul-prone. He's got to follow the Roy Hibbert school of defense, remaining vertical, walling off the rim, and avoiding those fouls.
Mr. Fundamentals passes to Vucevic. Good D by Lopez.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things toward them. I mean, they've been winning that battle.
And that one's good. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead. With this pause in the action, I'll show you the NBA's highest scoring teams since the All-Star break. The Magic in third.
They seem to have gotten much more comfortable with each other because their production in this span is impressive.
The Magic have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Mr. Fundamentals, covered by Lillard. Mr. Fundamentals passes to Vucevic.
Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up right here. First in steals, third in field goal percentage, and they also show up in the top 5 in assists. They've got scores, and they're a pretty good passing team as well.
Yeah, Clark, this is a team that scares opponents because of that steals number that you talked about. They're so good at anticipating plays. They seem to have a good scheme defensively night in and night out. They know their roles. They make their rotations. They read the passing lanes, and they frequently get out there, make steals, and then get out in their transition game. Nikola Vucevic possessing prototype size for the center position. 7 foot tall, has about a 9.5 foot standing reach. Even without great leaping ability, he can play over the top of a lot of opponents.
Lopez dishes to McCollum from the stripe, and the jumper falls for him. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Mr. Fundamentals. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
And about Orlando and their stars, is a better clock to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Heyman. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Magic trail by 4. Here's Mr. Fundamentals,